Yes, YouTube, welcome back to another video. So we are post PCA first timers, PCA naturals. I will film a full kind of prep shows review. We'll talk about it a little bit today, but we're going to go through the food, go through what the plan of action just with me is in this one, but that will be getting covered. But either way, we're 6 days now post show. So 76.4 show day morning. I was 76.9 today, which was a little bit higher. I trained legs yesterday for the first time in 3 weeks, which wasn't my choice. That was the game plan with the shows. So they're feeling very heavy. I thought I'd be a little bit heavier, but either way, we're good. We're keeping things tight. Today is going to be 2,700 calories. So I will go through how I've kept on point there, post fat loss, what the goals are now. It is currently 7 a.m. We were 5:30 as always, work straight through. All I have in that time is my electrolytes, which I think I had the sour gummy. LUKWHITNEYCOACH, you know the score. So 7 a.m. is go down and get caffeinated now. So coffee time. And then I'll see you at meal one because it is just time to lock in with the fellas and cook. This is the kitchen. We're cooking up in here. But it's time to go to the actual kitchen for a coffee. So phase-wise, we know we're sorted. Visually, mate, like I said, very, very happy with condition. You can see, mate, you've not had this density and that fullness, especially across that top line, mate, there now. You've not had that before, right? You have not had that before. So any post-workout shots like this as well, make sure you do include them, Ryan, and you do get them through. Obviously, we want the fasted, but any post-workout as well, it's just good to be able to see. Meal one, fellas. We are still rolling with the 9 a.m. meal one. So, as you will see today, very, very similar food. We just got more of the food, right? So, we have got, for meal one, 100 gram sourdough, which I was not having on prep. So that has been very nice. So we've got 100 gram tomato, 100 gram sourdough, 3 eggs. I love these meals, so we're all good with that. And then got 30 gram whey. I've got the mint choc, so I'll just rotate the flavour of that just to spice things up. But yeah, nothing changing from the prep meals besides the amount of sourdough is double pretty much, or I didn't even have some in there on the rest day. So yeah, that has been going down an absolute treat. So that is meal one. And then we are straight back up to work. Cheers, boys.
Oh, it is raining, boys, which is actually quite nice. It's cold, ready to get off for a bit of push. I've got some life back in me. Yeah, we're feeling good. We're feeling good. Right, let's run you through what we have for the pre. And I'm going to eat this now. So, I have 125 grams of oats, glorious, 50 gram blueberry, 30 gram of whey, a little bit of cinnamon. And I have got the lemon cheesecake whey in there, which I don't normally have that on the oats. I thought I'd have a little switch up today. I usually freeze that one because it's very nice frozen. But today we have that on the oats. So that is that. We also have one beautiful squares bar. I do my shopping at Aldi, so I just get the Aldi ones. These are 114 calories. Normal squares bar is 119 calories. Pretty much exactly the same. They are absolutely fine. And if you want to save yourself some money, I just go Aldi. I don't go anywhere else really unless we nip in Sainsbury's, but I just get them there, so then it's just easier for me. So they're what I use there. So that is plenty carbs coming in pre-session. I have 1 scoop of the Cherry Fizz Stim pre-workout from Perform. If you lose LUKWHITNEYCOACH, it is 25% more. Sorry, 25% off. 25 times more effective and 25 times nicer as well. And 25 less chance of rain during drinking if you don't like the rain as well. That is another new one that I have added. And then I bought the non-stim for when I was competing to have backstage, so I'm just going to use that up. I always train around midday, so I don't really need a non-stim. Obviously, if we wanted a pump product, that is something that I could keep in, but I'm not sure whether I'll keep that in or not. But for now, we've got it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sip that as soon as I get to the gym there, and then that'll be flowing through. We'll keep nice and hydrated with that. I think that is the blackberry one. So yeah, that is the benefit of having two Perform shakers. We're doubling up. So we're ready to roll. Big session today. I won't take you into the gym today because I'll do a separate video with kind of a full run through of what I need to focus on with my judges' feedback and kind of what we're going to look to work on there. So I'm looking forward to that. But either way, we're going to get in today, get pre down and get one nailed. So let's get it. Oh yes, we are feeling more and more like myself as the day goes by. The days go by. Feeling less and like myself as the day goes by because I'll be absolutely toasted. But very good session. Nothing like stupid. Just using this as a chance to reset all my movements, right? So do the same thing. If you've just got back from holiday, you've just been really ill or anything like that, you've taken a deload, use that time to reset your movements, right? Re-standardize, because from there then, you've just got the base to drive forward. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not just going in like half in the weight. I'm just making sure my form is absolutely perfect. Some of the sets are exactly the same and, you know, there was no room for improvement really. That's fine, but the ones that need like resetting, just reset now, because then you're not going to waste any time. It's going to be much easier to do that after time away than pushing, taking a bit to the ego and pulling the load down and all of that jazz, right? So make sure you do that. But yeah, I feel as good as I can, and that's one thing you can't get carried away with as a natural. Like right now, when I've just pushed to be the leanest I've ever been, pushed down to 74s, food non-train days 1,400, 50 minutes cardio, 12.5k steps, like hormonally you'll take a little bit of a battering as a natural, and I will do a video covering this just with like the pros and cons of this and things you need to be aware of. But hormonally you do take a little bit of a beating, right? So me going in and expecting to like grow loads of tissue right now, it's not going to happen. I'm 6 days post show, right? My body is still thinking, what the hell is going on? Like, so the goal is just to get back training and just to feel fresh. Like if my scale weight stays the same but I just feel fresh, like that's the most important thing right now. That's going to set me up to grow way more than me just going in and like absolutely battering myself and pushing food stupid and all of this stuff and eating loads of crap. So that's another reason why I've not eaten loads of crap post show. Bodybuilding is not the healthiest thing in the world to do in those later stages. So if you then pair that with you're pushing your body to extreme condition, you're then going the complete other end of that and absolutely cramming in loads of junk. That is not good for your health. And I want to be as healthy as I possibly can be with the goals that I have. The goal just being to compete, the goal being now to grow as much as possible. So you have to be smart with these things. And that's where a game plan is important, and that structure and that routine, not just losing that, right? Which is what I've always got and what I'll always stand by, because I can't expect any of the boys, say we've got boys on stage next year or getting shredded for holiday or doing a photo shoot or just losing 30 kilo. If I can't control myself post show, I can't expect anybody else to control themselves post diet phase, right? So it's just setting the standards there with that. And that's another big reason where I say, like, look, I've done that perfectly, right? So I can say this and I can say do this because I've had to do it myself and I know how difficult it is, right? So that is very important. But still raining. We'll go now and we'll get post workout down, shall we? But very good sesh. Let's get back. I don't know why I'm speaking like I'm from sound like Aspinall. Sound like a little bit of Aspinall, or I'm a bit Yorkshire. I don't know where I'm at. I don't know where I'm from, boys, but we'll get home and we'll get in post workout. So now I'm going, I don't know where the voice is gone. Voice is back. Let's get me home. I'm absolutely waffling, boys. Apologies. Right, boys, if you watched the last vids, this is the car park where I bumped my car, right? I need a back left rear door. I took it to the garage and the geezer said it's gonna be best to buy a new door. So if anybody watching this, right, you never know, we got boys from all over watching this, so who knows what you do, right? If you know the best place, or you can sort me out a left rear door for a BMW, I will be eternally grateful. I will sort you out with something, right? I will give you something coaching-wise or something perform-wise, right? That will be the deal. We'll make a deal. If you are, for some reason, connoisseur, or not a connoisseur, or expert, whatever we want to go, if you can sort me out a door, please let me know, because I'm driving round with a very scratched door at the minute, and I need it fixed. So if you could do that for me, let me know. But I just need to go get some beef, get some pineapple. I forgot I needed those. And you know what? We're going to get some flowers as well. We're going to get... I'm going to get the mother some flowers, and we're going to get Lucy some flowers as well. Because I'm a nice son, and I'm a nice fiance. And then I need beef and pineapple, and I'm going to go in my vest as well, because we're massive. Should have learnt my lesson, really, talking to you out to park away, shouldn't I? But live life on the edge, boys. Live life on the edge.
Care package ready to open, waiting for me. I'll open it later, because we have stuff to do first. So what we do, boys, is we actually roll with the oats again post-workout, just because they digest so well with me. I have been smashing rice pretty much 3 times a day. So all we do is literally repeat pre-workout, but 100 grams of oats instead of 125, and 20 grams of whey instead of 30. And then we have rice with the 2 last meals. So it's just nice and easy and quick for me to make now. So what I do is I get this made, I go and get a good amount of steps boxed off. I have been going outside for my steps, but it is absolutely leathering it down. So I'm gonna get these made now, bang them in the fridge for a bit, or I might even get them in the freezer. I've not got too long, about half an hour to when I'll eat them. So I'm gonna get this made, get steps done, and then that's when we actually eat post-workout. So I just like to know I've got a decent bit of steps boxed off, and I've usually got some stuff to get back to and stuff like that post-training. So that's why I set things up like that. So I'm gonna make that now, bang it in the freezer, and then I'll come back down and eat it in about half an hour. So right now we are just rolling with the 10K, keeping that in, just because we're not blowing over with that food, so we're not worried about it from that point, and just to give me a break from that cardio and just to freshen me up a little bit. Like, I think genuinely the hardest part of prep for me was that 50 minutes cardio when food was so low. My legs were completely and utterly battered, and literally my arse from sitting on that bike as well was battered, like genuinely. So we are just getting fresh without that for this week, and then we'll probably put a little bit of cardio in, especially if we do bump food up. So for now it is just 10K steps that will not be missed, and obviously just getting back into the groove with that training side of things. So from that point we're all good. Got half an hour on here now, just gonna have half an hour of work on the laptop in front of me, and then it is time to eat. But 10K still in, which is absolutely fine. So in the freezer, boys, you will see same as before, but just less. Glorious. 100 oats, 20 whey, 50 blueberry, and then the cinnamon topping. Absolutely bang on. Meal 3 post-workout.
Utilize food a little bit more, like earlier in prep, or throughout prep for training purposes, right? Mm-hmm. So a lot of our feeding up and purposes were for...
So fresh off a catch-up call with Jacob, one of the boys, and this is something I say to all the boys, right? And this applies to whatever you're doing now. If any of our guys, right, just follow the plan, but they're struggling with something on the plan, or something is very difficult and needs to change with schedule, that's fine. We just make those tweaks. Like, cannot go wrong. Somebody like Jacob, who will just do what's on the plan, steps, training. If he says, Luke, I'm struggling with this, I'm struggling with that, that's sound, because then we just make them changes. So don't feel like if something gets a bit difficult on the plan, it's like, oh my God, the whole thing's gone. Like, we just make those tweaks. So all we're doing for Jacob now, rather than him having a push B and a pull B,
I'm going to move them into an upper session. So he's going to do push-pull, legs and upper, and then rotate through those across the week because it's just much easier with work and then we can nail them. So always things you can adjust, can move. We just had one of the guys this week, last week, have a baby, right? So schedule, bit mad for now, move to 3 sessions, then we move back up to 4. Easy work. So can change and manipulate those things. So don't stress yourself out when you do legit need to just make a change. That is absolutely fine. 6 p.m. Have I got a splinter in my hand? No, I don't think I have. Why's my hand hurting? Anyway, digress. 70 gram rice. I have got 50 gram of pineapple and then 166 grams of 5% fat beef mince. A little bit of pink salt, a little bit of mustard, a little bit of reduced sugar ketchup. I am just trialing for today, no green veg and no basil. I think we might have pushed fibre up a little bit too high and it's been throwing my digestion off towards the end of the day. So what I did was just try out beef mince instead of chicken. You remember I was on the chicken on prep and it was still bad yesterday. Digestion was miles off it past like 6 p.m. So what I am trialing now is just putting the pineapple in instead of the veg, just to see how that is. So I'm going to just roll with pineapple for this meal and the last meal. Get into the problems of these things from a digestion standpoint is just process of elimination. So, okay, take this out, how do we feel? Not that. Take this out, how do we feel? Get to the root of the problem, fix it, bosh. So YouTube's on, eat this, and then we need to go and drop some hoodies off for the fellas to get sent out. So let's get this done. So we have got these hoodies, Coaching Coliseum on the back. Zip, it's actually a double zip. It's absolute fire. There's one at the bottom, one at the top. The material of them are just sick. So we've got this big box that needs to go out this evening. So if you go to the same post office as me, apologies, because I'm going to be hogging it for ages. But the boys need dripped out. Not only at Coaching Coliseum can we get you shredded, get you in shape, get you growing, but you get dripped out as well. We've locked in the date for the team day, the next team day as well in November. All the boys will be there. Get a big session in, get some food. We've got plenty planned, plenty there. So if you are interested in coaching, now is the time. Go to the description, hit that link. That'll take you literally 1 minute. I will have your application response over for you with exactly the game plan that we need to be looking at to get nailed. So fire away with that. I'm going to wait for Lucy to get back and then we'll go send them off. She's just playing paddle. So if she's not won, we'll boot her out of the house. Let's see. Tell you what we will do whilst we wait, boys. Open the care package. And as always, if you do use the code, you're an absolute G. I love you. And the link in the description as well for Perform, that is my direct code. So if you go through that, that's already got 25% off on there. So you don't even need to do anything, mate. Not only do you save money, it's a massive trick. Pre gummy worms flavour. Oh yes. I don't need much whey, so it's only a smaller order to be honest. I have the white choc hazelnut, which is basically like Kinder Bueno, which I've not had for a while, which is banging. And then my favourite electrolytes are back. Yes, the fizzy bubblegum electrolytes, they are glorious. They are 3 top picks them, you know. None of them are my goats, but gummy worms fire, the fizzy bubblegum's fire, and if you don't like a Kinder Bueno, I mean, come on, mate. Do you know what I mean? We can't complain with that. So, locked in, stocked up, unbelievable. I'm excited to try those. I'll have them in the, well, I've tried them before, but I'm excited to have them in the morning. Oh, yes. I'm training my brother in the morning tomorrow, so I will literally have new pre, new electrolytes, and new whey on the oats. So, yes. Shout out Perform Legends. Use the code LEGEND as well. Remember, 25% nicer,
25% more gains, 25% better at singing, 25 times more handsome. Your missus will love you 25 times more. It goes on. It's literally stopped raining as well. Remember I said before, it is 25% less chance of raining. Do you know what I'm saying? Right, boys, I'm an absolute idiot. I just realised we're going to rush, go to my mum's now. It's 20 past 8. I've just eaten the last meal. So the last meal is gone. But it was 1 rice cake, 70 gram rice, 80 gram of pineapple, and then we didn't actually have chicken, which is why I still get everything on here on my fitness pal, right? Because I did have 140 chicken. That's what I'll usually have. But went to the fridge. Oh my God, we haven't got any chicken. 125 gram beef mince, absolutely fine. That is when we'll make them adjustments there. So even if you have a meal plan, still log it, because when you need to make changes like that, that is very, very, very important to do, and that will help a ton. So that is full day of food, and I'll give you the rundown of what the game plan is gonna be next up.
Morning, fellas. So we try to have the lie-in. We really do. I'm speaking a bit quiet because 6:30 is as good as I can do, and Lucy's still asleep. So training with Tom shortly. Got the fizzy bubble gum, electros. I've had these for a while, mate. Refreshing they are. So I was 76.5 this morning. Last week was exactly a week from when I competed. So 7 days post show, and I am 0.1 up. I was 76.4, I'm 76.5. So it just goes to show, when you're not stupid, you can keep yourself in a very good spot, and I do feel much, much better. So that's why I wanted to show you that day of food, because clearly the last meal was enjoyable because I've eaten it before I filmed it. But sorry for not filming that meal, but that was a nice one. And yeah, it's good to just know that the body is nice and responsive. So game plan now, slowly build this up, build this training through, show you the training, show you the gaining phase, show you how we keep things tight. And that's the game plan. I will break down how prep went, how I feel, everything there in the next video. So please, any comments, questions, anything you want me to go through in that, please do let me know about the prep, about the shows, about who competed, about what a part of competing was like, or anything like that. Let me know and I will break it all down. But thank you very much for watching. Please drop the video a like. Please make sure you are subbed if you are not already. We're going to keep these vids coming at least 2 per week. Sorry for speaking quiet. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.